big. If that hits,
never mind.
The pre-6 dive?
Yep, holding on to it here is Gumayusi. Nimbus Strike going to come on through, and it's actually Duro that takes the kill. And the teleport is going to be in a little bit late here by Doran. Does have the equalizer available though, but they just take a magical journey to safety as Tibbers gets a little bit angry, but so does the orb. And now Chovy's looking to chase down, get the flash forward, and there is the flash in to follow. Ona locks down.
What happened?
Yeah, we're going to check it out one more time. Yes, and indeed, Carrier is here to make his way over. There's also an equalizer. So it's Doran. That's who the other person was.
Oh, it's Doran. There you go. But nicely done by Carrier. Really good punting. That owner is like, can I take that? Right, guys?
Alright, well, Duro and Canyon are in here. They're going to get the Cyclone out as Ona will get the ult in. Doran is following as Gwen's in the mix, and they're looking for the Rumble as well. Magical Journey going to be taken. Ona will get taken down, but it's a double pop. Blossom Keen is going to go down, and Canyon nowhere to run. Duro, the same situation. It's going to have to really find some magic here.
Rumbird, run!
Yeah, that is going to be the old faint flame.
Lane turret falls. I think maybe otherwise he could have barely made it.
All right, here's another little catch. As we can see, Keen was in the mist for a while, but the equalizer is going to come down. That's another kill going over to Gumayusi. He did take a fair bit of damage, but not quite enough. As now Doran in a little bit of trouble, but maybe Ruler is as well, but finally does get that last shot.
Drake's going to go over to GNG. Chovy, is it a trap?
Yep, they're going in. Who's trapping who? As the shockwave is fantastic to deny Faker's approach. And now Ona is in a little bit of trouble, but he's continuing to go in. This guy has no fear at all as the rockets do start raining down, and Gumayusi will say, cease fire, everyone. They will acquiesce, at least for now. Keen and Doran continuing to just 1v1 here towards the bottom side, and Gumayusi will come back towards the mid lane because Ruler is continuing to shove that one out. Are we going to go for it as Chovy is backing?
Did they not
Who is baiting who? Is there it is! Canyon comes on over and that is 2 dead. Chovy just knew. I guess Gen G had all the information. And T1 caught napping as we've got a little bit of a dive here as the equalizer. That is not a dive that you could take. Beautifully played here by Doran, but on the top side, it's a mess. Can be slippery, although it has worked in the past, as now Duro could be in trouble, but he's also not the target they're looking for. The equalizer is weird, to say the least. And T1 now without that big tool. The needlework's coming out there. The Pop Blossom is going to connect on a new shockwave onto 4 people!
Oh no!
5, my god, the Cyclone and they all explode! It is over! As Gen G, they'll take a celebratory dragon, and oh god, T1, that is not where you want it to be! Be secured as Gen G are going to look for the Baron. Information is given over as T1 are looking for a miracle here, and that is precisely what they're going to need.
But they can definitely bully them off here. Like, Chovy needs to walk all the way over. They need to hurry up, though.
You say definitely. Keen is on a flank angle as Carrier could be in a little bit of trouble here as Duro going to be cleansing himself. The Deadly Flourish comes down. There's the curtain call as Canyon gets out of the pit. This Baron is so extraordinarily low. It's down to 1,100, and it's going to be secured by Gumayusi. He's in the back of the pit, and he just gets sliced up like a ham. And it's going to be Ruler that takes that kill. Now Carrier wanting to keep at least another one of these Barons alive as Canyon comes, boop, made playoffs of the LCK already. As Chovy is going to throw out his ultimate, but only onto Ona, and then just runs away, has Phase Rush, and is going to get Pop Blossom. They're going to see whether they can take him down, but he goes golden. The Tempered Fate to make people even more golden, as finally is going to get taken out, but unfortunately the trade, I think, is going to be a little too great. That being said, killing Chovy probably feels great, and that's the best they're going to get, because their Nexus is about to explode.
나 이거 이거 분신이고 나이스.
이거 미드 바텀 미드탑 그대로 하자.
이거 미드 살짝 물렸고.
나 텔 맞을게.
아 근데 뺄 수 있을 듯? 근데 너네 둘이다.
둘이야 우리 탑한다.
자게.
야 끝낼 각도 보자.
끝내자.
다 잡은 것 같은데.
다 잡은 것 같은데 이거.
애니 노플이야 지금.
아 하게. 미련 지우자. 지금 니코 갈까요? 근데 니코 지금 못 간 상태.
애니 노플.
아 밀련이 밀로킹이 지리네. 아 나 진이라서.
총알이도.
니코 노플 도고.
아 노플.
니코 노플 도고.
보여줘요 형.
여기 아래 무빙. 나. 와우.
아니 나 0킬이야. 서포터네요. 나 5킬인데. 아, 네, 5킬이네. 그러네.
Able to quite kill him, and so Carrier will be able to watch on as his Nexus goes down, but T1 will drop this one. Gen G Yeah, I don't think you're killing Keen here. Like, the amount of times we saw Keen, okay, he's gone all out though, as now the Destiny coming towards the top side, and yeah, the Sejuani was here. The dying spree, not a dying spree, as that's a bit of a drive-by. It doesn't quite work here for Canyon, as Chovy does find a blue card, but I'm not sure about that one, as Doran's going to be able to take down the Skarner, and it's a disaster here for Gen G, as T1
We're able to push in and bot. Bullying Keen after turret is Chovy.
Yeah, this is a big deal if they can lock down this kill, and they got 3 people here. He wants to deal with the minions that are in position as he flashes away from his turret, and that is going to mean that he's dead. Cute little...
I think T1 is still going to look for the contest, and look, Faker making his way over.
Yeah, let's see whether the Pigeon can find the angle, as the Glacial Prison doesn't quite get there, as now Chovy gets the gold card onto Faker. And now for the rest of the fight, Canyon going down extraordinarily low. There's the jungler out of it. Emperor's Divide, not really finding it, but it pushes them out of the pit as Keen. He's gone all out, but he is, in fact, all out. Double knock up there from Carrier as well. Looking fantastic. Ruler frontlining doesn't want to, as he flashes to get out of the way, and that is Faker on the board with a kill onto Duro that he was looking for before. And Chovy not going to get hit by that grand entrance, but I still think he's in a bit of trouble here as Ruler wanting to try and catch them off guard, as another gold card is locked in. Wildcard's actually hitting all of them there, as somehow...
The crump is important as Gen G start up Nash.
Yeah, this is what they learned from T1.
Just Nash.
They just start up the Baron. If you notice, Chovy finding an angle, or did T1 find a Chovy? Chovy kind of knew that this was what was happening. He doesn't have an arm guard, so he's just dead, and now the quickness goes all over the rest of Gen G. Can they find it? No, they cannot. The Emperor's Divide throws them into the mix. And now, Ona trying to dash his way out. Ruler is doing a decent job, but Gumayusi just getting on in there. My God, he slaughters them.
From Canyon, otherwise we go in the game free.
Oh, there's the Destiny to come in there as they found Canyon on the flank. He only gets Ona with the ulti, as now Gumayusi is in a little bit of trouble, but he's got the Featherstorm. He's buying so much time, and the Emperor's Divide to get him out of there as well. Ruler is the one that's down so low as they trade 80 carries, as now Keen dives in, but he cannot pick anyone up, and it's Doran finding his revenge.
우리 딜각 없어.
괜찮아, 우리 딜러 없어. 우리 딜러 없어.
아래 괜찮아. 거기
어.
찍어만 봐봐.
위에 천천히
위에
와봐.
잡았어. 위에 잡았어.
안 좋아 안 좋아.
위에 나쁘지 않아. 아래 봐줘, 아래. 싼테, 아래 싼테.
난 죽었다.
맞아 맞아. 같이 봐봤어.
아래 줘, 아래 줘.
나 밑에
나 미드 갈게. 미드 때.
야, 다시 끊어줄게 이거.
나집 끊어봐.
나가.
끊을 수 있냐? 끊긴 했어.
야 끝내봐. 버릴게.
달리 없어. 달리 없어.
일단 빼봐.
일단 빼고 오른쪽으로 와봐.
안 죽어도 돼.
나왔어.
웬만하면 끝나겠다. 6초면 끝나. 6초면 끝나. 끝났어.
나 전화 있어. 빠졌어, 잡았어.
나 여기 있어.
With his hammer, gets the gun out there as well, just to show that it can transform. That was real cute. There's a demonstration of that 50 gold that I was talking about. That is very... It just does the rage ignite. But Ona is there. This is setting up for a bit of a dive, as they will
Faker's
get...
here.
Yeah, Faker in amongst it. Teleport is going to come down from Keen, but I believe that one was interrupted. Another one. As never mind, not actually going to come on through there, and they do manage to get that first kill. Faker locking down first blood, as Ona is able to flash away as well. It's already a juke, okay? As all right, Carrier with the flash play. Ona looking to go on in as well, but the Arcane Storm wants to take down the tick. One more tick will do it, but it's not going to connect. As now the cask will deliver Canyon to his death potential. He did have to subjugate there. And oh my God, Ona survives. The headbutt to get Gumayusi out of here, but he is an absolute demolition machine. And Gen G, they might be staring down the barrel of their first loss of the season.
Keen trying to look for a counter pick. The hook hits him.
He does manage to at least get Carry. He's flashing in, looking for even more. The turret's helping him out at the same time. But Ona is also going to be able to get a cute little charge, and that will help take down the Croc.
This Drake to Gen G are going to contest. I don't know if they really can.
There's the Hex Flash hook onto Duro. Not too much more to happen after that. There's a glorious cask onto Chovy. Does get the gravity field down, as now Duro does get a pulverize, but Faker is making his way in, and Ona just finding it. Ruler goes down yet again. The entire bottom lane has been removed, and Faker will just take a bit of a journey underneath the turret. Might have been a bridge a little too far, as Carrier looks for another cute little play. Needs a few extra links in that chain though if he wants to get that one. Azona going in one more time. It's the most balanced Trundle has looked all week. As the hook this time is going to connect. It lands onto Chovy. Guma's going to grab that kill, and Carrier.
Beautiful snowballing from T1, right? And it really comes down to that one dive in top.
Oh dear. Ruler is just dead. Cut the videos, cut the video, cut the video, cut the video. Didn't need to watch it. It's a little bit worrying here, as at least Kane does have a Dominus. Faker is going to take a Lantern Ride to get out scot-free from that one. And Chovy comes on over, but he comes on over a whole lot later than he needed to. And Arcane Storm is down underneath this turret. He does go golden, as that is a dead Gragas. Maybe, no. They are in fact too far ahead. Well, T1 are just going to deny this. Is Kane okay?
Atlas, this whole situation,
Yes.
it just reminds me of when you were like, Mao, I'm fine, and then you were not fine. That's what I'm looking at right now!
It's the jet lag scenario, yes. Well, the Victor is just going to get taken down. As
재보자.
해봐.
아래 저 바로 와줘.
나 괜찮아.
노플.
라인 거분.
내가 마크 돼.
놓고 끝내러 가자.
이거 나 탑 라인 뜯길게 이거. 다 바로 해봐. 탑 라인 뜯길게 나는. 야 이거 빅토르 텔 아래 와볼라. 아래 와볼라. 노플이다 이거.
와봐.
반종한.
야 끝내러 가자.
끝내러.
야 트런드 직전일게.
이거 드라인 가면 돼 드라인.
나 피했어.
아 확인하게.
형 가자.
나도
끊을래. 그냥 오라고. 나 끝낼게. 그래.
트런드 지금 못 가고.
너 이겨?
나 이겨.
3대1도 이겨?
근데 못 잡아.
잡아?
야 이겼냐 드디어. 야 잡자.
기다려봐. 야 잡아봐. 내려봐.
해야 돼.
He will get as T1 in their home ground will be able to take down Gen G for the first time this season.